What is up, guys? Passport Graffiti here, back again with another video. And today's topic, I think, is an important one. I haven't seen much content on YouTube about this, definitely regarding, Colombia or at least Medellin, where I live. So I figured I would touch on it today, and hopefully, this information or content is helpful to you guys, as it definitely would be to me if I was considering getting into a long distance relationship with a Colombian woman and wanted to know some of these things. Now, today's topic is going to be more than likely why your long distance relationship won't work with a Colombian woman. Now, what I'm going to say is that some of the things that I'm going to touch on today in this video do not apply to all Colombian women. It may not apply to your Colombian woman if you are already dating one or with one. So don't murder me in the comments if you have, had a successful long distance relationship. But overall, I'm just saying these are general reasons and things that will play factors in why your long distance relationship with a Colombian woman won't work. So, starting off with, I'm going to probably say, which is probably one of the more important reasons to, not reasons, one of the more important things to consider or think about is that when it comes to cheating and infidelity, Colombia is ranked number two. I believe Brazil is number one, and Colombia is number two when it comes to cheating and infidelity. Now, I can say this just from being here. A lot of different men that I talk to when we have conversations about dating, and this is expats, it's some local Colombians as well. They all kind of have this general saying that Colombians in general are very flirtatious, but definitely when it comes to the women, they're a lot more hands-on. They're definitely very, you can feel a little bit of that flirtation when it comes to when you're talking with them and dealing with them. So this can be a very, very big thing that can be an issue, or definitely something to consider before you think about getting into that long distance relationship. Is that it's a good chance that more than likely the woman that you're involved with may cheat. And more than likely, she's going to be very flirtatious with other men, which is going to cause her, it may cause them to pursue her or be more interested in her. And this could definitely play a toll on your mental health with the distance being a factor. Now, I believe it's something around 66% of people have reported, either cheating or being cheated on, which is a large, a large number. So that's definitely going to be a major factor here. Going into number two, I'm going to say that will be the language barrier. Now, even though I would say the language barrier could be an issue, or it poses a very significant challenge, a lot of women here, I would say, have a good stronghold on some basic English. But if you don't speak fluent Spanish, it's definitely going to lead to a lot of miscommunications. Your translator isn't going to translate everything you're trying to say correctly. It's not going to translate everything she's trying to say correctly, or it just may not really come out being that logical, which can ultimately lead to some frustrations on both end, hers and yours. And it definitely over time will become an issue. So it's definitely something to consider if you don't speak fluent Spanish. Now, communication in general, even when you do both speak the same language, there still is a lot of miscommunicating and misunderstandings. So that's only going to increase when you both don't speak the same language. So it's definitely something to think about and consider before, engaging into that long distance relationship. Going into the next factor, which I probably think is one of the more important ones, next to the language, is going to be physical distance. Now, what I mean by that is that a lot of women get their validation from attention or physical attention, and men get their, validation from the sexual attention that they get from their woman. Now, if you're not there to give her that physical attention, she's missing out on that. You're missing out on that sexual, attention that you need from her. And this is just furthermore going to lead to, more issues. Now, normally, in general, it can lead to just loneliness, frustration, and jealousy. And Colombian women are jealous enough when you live here. That is only going to double or triple with the distance. And you may think that you can deal with it, but I've met many guys here who get frustrated, and it definitely plays a big part on the relationship, with them when they have to deal with, I'm going to say, the internet stalking. And when I say internet stalking, for example, what I mean by is a girl going through your Instagram, going through your followers, going through your comments, going through your likes, constantly questioning you or complaining to you about you getting a new follower, or this girl liked your picture, or this girl left this comment, or whatever. This is just for example. And so that jealousy is only going to increase even more once you have the distance. So uh, definitely definitely something to think about. And then the last thing I'm going to say here is going to be just cultural differences. You do things differently in your country, she does things, or they do things differently here in Colombia. This definitely is going to be a major factor. It's still, even just living here and day-to-day life, there's a bit of a learning curve trying to get used to and acclimated with, the culture here in Colombia. So that's going to be even more difficult for you when you're, still in your own country and just trying to visit. So hopefully these things, were eye opening, brought to your attention, and give you something to think about before considering dating, doing the long distance relationship, and dating a woman here in Colombia. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys did find this, you know, video helpful, or this content helpful, please do me a favor. I don't think it's too much for me to ask that you guys consider subscribing, as it does help this channel out with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps my channel grow. I greatly appreciate it, and appreciate you guys. And until the next one, peace.